record on this computer. We're now recording. Okay. But I am so excited. So I put that out in Ignite saying who wants to go diamond in 3 months or less. And you guys all raised your hands. So congratulations and welcome. For those of you maybe who are new or don't know what Diamond is, Diamond Coach means that you have 8 personally sponsored active coaches on your team. 4 personally sponsored on one leg, 4 personally sponsored on the other leg, and an emerald on each leg. An emerald coach is a coach that has 2 personally sponsored coaches, one on their right leg, one on their left leg. That's the basics of emerald. Emerald opens you up to all of the parts of the income, the compensation plan, except for the quarterly bonuses. That happens at 2-star diamond. So diamond is something that it really is a decision. It's a commitment. When I was a brand new coach, I decided day one, I'm like, I'm going diamond in 60 days. And I knew nothing. I knew nothing about this business. I knew nothing about the company. I didn't know how to earn Success Club. I hadn't signed anyone up and I didn't have a coach. She disappeared on week 2. But I made that decision. I made that commitment and I said I was going to figure it out. And so part of that is figuring out how to enroll coaches, figuring out what to send them when they enroll, and just you learn as you go. This business is very much a take action and then you learn, not learn all the things and then go take action, right? So I'm so excited that you all put your hand up and like, yes, I want to go diamond in 90 days. I make it a goal of mine, though I don't always hit it, but I make it a goal of mine to build a diamond every month. And that's just because I have really big goals. In the beginning, it was diamond in 60 days. So all of your goals are at least 90 days, right? Diamond in 90 days. So to break that down really, really simply for you, diamond in 90 days is 4 coaches this month, or 4 coaches in your first 30 days, which we'll say April, 4 coaches in April, 4 coaches in May, 4 coaches in June. That's 12 total people. And that's just simply like you have to do what it takes every single month to find 4 coaches that enroll to your team. Why I decided I wanted to put this together is because I had a really big aha moment. I don't know what leadership it was, but I was sitting there with Holly Hillier, and if you guys don't know her, she is the top coach in the network right now. She's number 1, coach 1. And I was having a conversation with her at leadership before she was a superstar diamond coach, before she was earning a lot of income. And she was sitting down with me and she was asking questions, and which I loved. She was like hungry. She wanted to learn. And she had asked about getting coaches to diamond and getting to superstar. And she said, what changed for you? I had been doing the business. I had been doing all the vital behaviors for years, and I had been stuck at a rank. And what superstar diamond coach means is you have 15 personally sponsored diamond coaches on your team. And what it also means is that you get a quarterly bonus, and those quarterly bonuses range from $45,000 to $75,000. Let that sink in. Quarterly. Right now it's about $45,000. So that's $180,000 a year in bonuses. That's not counting your weekly income from getting to superstar diamond coach. So when I was a brand new coach and I heard that, I was like, I don't care how long it takes me, I'm getting to superstar diamond coach, because that person, I think it's 30 personally sponsored active coaches. So you personally have to have 30 coaches, and then you have to help 15 people build diamonds. And I had been stuck in rank for probably, I don't know how long, years. And I took a step back and I was like, okay, well, I've been doing all this work. I'm helping the team. I'm mentoring people. What is it that I need to do? And I read the book 12-Week Year, and I had seen some other superstar diamond coaches doing this. And all they did was they reached out privately to everyone that was personally sponsored on their team and said, hey, I want to help you go diamond if that's your goal. And I want to make this a superstar diamond team. So if that's your goal, we have similar goals. Let's do this together. And they all said yes. And then I was like, oh shoot, I don't really know what I'm doing here. I don't know how I'm going to mentor them. So I got on a Zoom and I said, all right, we need 4 coaches a month for the next 3 months. We're going to have a Zoom every single week, and you're going to tell me your numbers. You're going to jump on, and all you're going to say is, okay, my goal was to invite 100 people to coaching. I invited 100 people. My goal was to follow up with 50. I followed up with 50. My goal was to post 3 times a week about coaching. I did that. Or I didn't do that. right? And then being able to reflect at the end of each month and say, okay, are the activities in alignment with the goals, or is there something that we need to tweak? The other thing that I knew was in the beginning, I was really, really bad at posting to social media. I was really bad at what's called marketing. There's two ways to get people to enroll with you in this business. There's prospecting and marketing. Prospecting, inviting behind the scenes, one-on-one conversations. Marketing is everything you put on your social media, your stories, your posts to social media. And I was not very good at marketing, and I really wasn't that great at prospecting. I wasn't good at either of them when I started. But because I knew I wasn't good at them, I knew that I needed higher numbers. I needed higher numbers to find those people that were going to say yes to me, because I wasn't very good at those things. But I also knew by having higher numbers, higher invites, higher follow-ups, that I was going to get better at those things faster than other people. That I was going to learn to master those things that I was really poor at by showing up to trainings on Wednesdays, our team training every Wednesday at 4 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Mountain, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern, showing up to that every single week, listening to the National Coach Wake Up Call every single week, going to YouTube and searching, how do I enroll coaches? What's the best way? Like, how do I become a diamond coach? And I just like researching, right, to grow in those areas that I lacked in, and then tweak and put those things, implement them so that I could get better over time. Well, anyways, I was having this conversation, right, with Holly, and I shared with her that's all I did. And every week we got on and we would go through our numbers, and it was literally just an accountability Zoom of going through our numbers. And there were 30 people that started on the Zoom. 30 showed up. By week 2, 10 were there. 10 was all I needed to become a superstar diamond coach, and those 10 people stuck it out. And I share that because there's 20 on right now. And by next week, when I say, let's jump on a Monday on noon, and this is your goal, and I'm going to be here, people won't show up. And that's okay. No, I'm not shaming you if that's you, if you like fall off, but your goal of going diamond in 90 days isn't going to happen unless you're committed to doing the activities to get there, unless you're committed to growing into the person you need to become to make those happen. Hold on one second. Let me make sure that she hasn't come on yet. Oh, I don't know what that is. I just hit the reaction button. Hopefully that doesn't do anything. Okay. So let's go back to the first thing that I want you guys to do. There's some like reaction thing showing up. I don't know what that means. My notes. Okay. So first off, reverse engineering. And there we have leaders on here who have built a diamond, right? And now they're building their spouse to diamond, or they're building a second Coach Business Center to diamond, or they're diamond and they fell out and they're wanting to get back there and create more solid diamond. We have brand new coaches they're joining that aren't even emerald. So we have all sorts of different ranks. So I am going to call on the leaders just a little bit more because they've built a diamond, they have a diamond, they're trying to build a second one. So that way you guys can listen, pay attention when they're sharing, take notes, because they don't know I'm calling on them, but they have practiced reverse engineering. And what I mean by reverse engineering is when I decided I wanted to go diamond in 60 days, I wrote down that I needed at least 6 coaches in my first month and at least 6 coaches in my second month. I missed that goal. In my first month, I had 2 coaches. So I knew that I needed to get 10 coaches in month 2. So when I say reverse engineering, it's first saying, okay, what do I need? As a diamond, you need 12 coaches on your team. So in 3 months, that's 4 a month. I'm breaking down the numbers for you. It's making it really, really simple. So, but for some of you, you might have that diamond business a little bit further along, and maybe you're building 2 businesses. So Jerry, I know you probably weren't thinking that I was calling on you. Could you explain like where, because are you building your husband? Is that what you're focused on? Okay. So you're building your husband, and he's probably an emerald coach, I take it. How many coaches does he have on his right and left leg?
He is an emerald coach, and he has I think I have 7 on his one leg because it's his weak leg. And then I have 3 on his other side just because that's where all of his remaining or his residual volume is. So I tried to get like, because I didn't have anybody that wanted to build. So I'm like, well, there's money sitting there. I might as well be trying to utilize that. So I put him heavy on his right leg because that's where I needed to get that volume used up. So, yeah.
So how many coaches do you need to get to Diamond for his business to get to Diamond?
I need to place 1 more coach on his strong side. And then I need 1 coach on each side to go Emerald for him to be Diamond.
Right. So you need a total of 5 coaches, right? So she needs 1 coach on one leg. She needs an Emerald, which is 2 coaches on the other, an Emerald, which is 2 coaches on the other leg. So she needs a total of 5 coaches to make her Diamond happen. So when I say reverse, and I think Sarah's here now, but I'll get to you in just a second, Sarah. So when I say reverse engineering, that's what you need to do. And you should know at all times, I check my sponsorship drill down daily. So if you go into monitor my business, and I think it's just monitor my business sponsorship drill down. Let me screen share really quickly if I can find it. Well, I'll do it after we hear from Sarah so that we don't take her time. But we'll get back to this because the reverse engineering piece, that is something I do every single week. Not just like, oh, when we're having these trainings, I write out every single day on my thing how many coaches I need in areas that I need to get my business to the next rank, to get my business to the next level, whatever that may be. We'll dive into that. But Sarah's here. She's here. She's our guest speaker for today. And I introduced you earlier.
Oh, did you? I'm so sorry because I was on a phone call with Jeff and he got it pushed back and then I was pushed back and then here I am. Hi, everyone. Oh my gosh. First, it's me. I just kind of take over. You guys are so lucky to have Christy as your upline. Can I just say that? Because I actually found Christy on YouTube and I was like, wow, she made $15,000 in 1 week. That's like Monopoly money. Like I was hoping for like $100. And then it happened to me and I was like, oh, so this really can happen. And I was just a mom of 4, just doing my thing. So this push to Diamond group, right, Christy? So Emerald coaches are all on here. Just so I know, and I'm not, with your mouth full, please answer.
Yeah. Emerald, there are diamonds and star diamonds that are building another diamond.
Oh, awesome. Okay. So here's the thing. When you guys look at, I know that Christy was talking about reverse engineering, and we are in such a crazy time right now. And I had a lot of people on my team kind of questioning how do we approach this business moving forward. You know, people are losing their job and people are, you know, being financially strapped and the stress of it all and everything. And I said, this is the best time to build your business. And how you have to look at it is people are not only looking for just a resource at home to, you know, just work out and everything, a sanity resource, but is there ever a good time to start a second business? No. But all the teachers that are now home, I mean, those are all the ones that I'm tapping into. I'm tapping into the people that, you know, work out at gyms, Barb Len, OTF. They do all those things that it's not Beachbody on Demand or something else, that we have such a service to provide for them. I had a friend share that somebody should get this trainer for $25 a week. He's sending you workouts. I'm like, $25? That's like a month of, like a year of on demand is the same as you're paying this one person. And we have a Fixate cooking show on there and everything. And I think the value of what we have to offer is so underutilized that we're so worried about a price point instead of being value driven. Instead of looking at, look what I have to offer you. Like, this isn't about me being a certified personal trainer or a registered dietitian. We got all that. I'm actually like a really super awesome glorified cheerleader to make sure that you're getting your workout in, your nutrition is being followed, but I can also help create something on the side. So for me, I'm going to explain how I transition challengers into coaches. So something that I've done, okay, I'm just going to grab names on here. Okay, so Elizabeth signs up with me. She's thinking of coaching, but she doesn't want to talk about it. So she's a challenger in my group, right? And we're getting her results. We're getting her to love the product. Elizabeth's my new best friend. Hey, Elizabeth, can you pop in, share what workout you're doing? Can you go live in my group? I'm grooming her to become a coach. I'm just asking her questions and she's being honored and flattered. Like, oh my gosh, like Sarah believes that, okay, yeah, this is cool. Then what I do is about a week in, or maybe even before that, I'll say, Elizabeth, do you have any friends or family or anything? I know that you put the money towards this and obviously it's valuable, but I could help you, you know, and you can get the commission on it. Even anybody, one person, could you find one person that wants to do it with you and it'll offset your cost? When somebody finds that one person to do this with them and they get that check, it's everything. It could be, you know, filling up your gas tank. Boom, done. Lots of people, me included, and Christy, I don't know about you actually now, that I don't think I've ever asked you this. They don't go into this business, maybe you did, to make a six-figure income. They don't. Like I didn't. I wanted an extra $100. I was a stay-at-home mom. I was a former pharmaceutical rep. I didn't have a second car, believe it or not. Like I had to go out and get a job to get a second car, but I was just, I'm going to stay home with my babies. That's what we decided. So when I came about this opportunity, I was like, man, it'd be so cool to make an extra $100 a month. That was my goal. And that is everything to somebody. Don't dismiss that. Because when people start to get in the high numbers, it's monopoly money, right? You can't understand that. You can't fathom having an extra $3,000 a month. Like, what are you even talking about? I can't even. So when you're building this business, remember where you came from. Remember how it felt. Be the coach you would want on your team. So at the end of the day, when you go to bed and you look at it and you say, am I attracting the coach that I want by being the coach that I would want on my team? I don't overcomplicate my business. With 4 kids, it's complicated enough. I need something streamlined and easy for me to follow. So if you look at my page, I don't have the fanciest pictures. I don't like this office. I was at my kitchen table in my old house before we built this house. Like dining room table, kitchen table. And the best place I is in my car after church and all the kids go inside with my husband. He does lunch and I'm sitting in the car. I don't have these amazing pictures. I wish I did. I don't know how to do it because it's just not me. And when I tried to force doing something, it didn't work. It just never worked. I didn't, I'd follow all these top coaches and see like what they were doing. Now, Christy, to her YouTube channel, value. You'll get something from it. I'm talking about the Instagram stories that we're watching from top coaches or seeing their posts or they're in the ocean. You know what I'm talking about. Like, it's just not, that wasn't me. I didn't want to attract that coach because it's not what I do. I'm a simple mom of 4, just trying to stay sane, be organized, keep things flowing. Now they're all home. When you look at it, I want you to think of your post as you are talking to one person. And I know we want to be like, I have this new challenge group. Everyone's invited. Come. No, people need to know they're drawn to it. So when I'm talking and I'm sitting, I see you sitting on the couch and you're frustrated. And well, before everybody was going to work, but Sunday night blues, I was there, or I was running around because I had to do work at night. I see you. But what if you said, this is my time? When you talk to one person in your post, they will connect with you. They may not like you or comment or love on it or anything, but they're watching. And I know this because anytime I go live, I'll have all these people watching me and then like 2 people will like it. And that's okay. I'm cool with that. It doesn't matter to me. As long as I know that I am giving value every day, we all see it. I mean, isn't this great? I just drank my shake, but we share this, right? Drink my Shakeology, 70 superfoods. And people are like, whatever. If your post doesn't answer a question of why, there's no value. Always look at your post. When you read it, is there a why? So if you want to talk about your shake, go for it. I say go for it because we used to be afraid because it looked icky, right? I don't want to look icky. I don't want to look icky. If you feel icky, it's icky. But if you look at it as this is a service that I'm providing, then people will gravitate to that. You go to a restaurant, I use this all the time. You go to a restaurant and you love it, and you had Andrew as your server, and you got this appetizer, and this is where we parked, and you will talk about that till you're blue in the face. But for some reason, when we start to talk about what we do, we kind of clam up, or we're like, got my workout in, DM me to join. Join what? What are you talking about? It has to be detailed out. You have to, quote unquote, dumb it down. You have to say the same shh every single time. I saw a child, so I don't want to swear. It's the stuff. It's so easy, isn't it? Not to do it, but it's so easy to do it. I have shown up, and I'm not going to do the whole, I've shown up, give me a pat on the back. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm detailing it for you guys. I have shown up every single day and holidays, every day, and it'll be 6 years in June. Not because I felt I had to, it's because I love to. Even if it's a Christmas picture with my family, anything. You know, my mom was sick with cancer. She passed away. This was a source of normal for me, because I know a lot of people look at it as, well, you know, I'm Sarah and my job is a Beachbody coach. And I don't see it that way. I'm not Sarah and I'm also a mom. I'm lots of things. And Beachbody is a part of me. It's not just a job. It's a way for me to connect with people that are just like me. And now, you guys, more than ever, people are losing their minds not being able to connect with their friends and family. And how cool is it that we can provide something and have fun? Like, I still have fun on my social media. I still blast my rap music and I share my devotional, because that's who I am. And I'm not changing just because a virus decided to show up. Okay, let's shift gears. Ding, perfect opportunity for everybody that can't go to a gym. Hey, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. Jen, I get it. You can't go to your gym right now and it stinks, but totally up to you. I'm not here to convince you. I always say that because I'm not here to convince you, but why not try the on-demand? We have a special going on. Throw them an Amazon gift card and they feel like they won the jackpot, for crying out loud. I never, and Christy, just cut me off if you're like, Sarah, shut up, don't say that. I never promote the 2-week trial. I never promote 3 months. I never promote 6 months, because I'm not going to give you a treadmill for 2 months and then take it away. Let me see how this goes. That means you're going to fail. When you're in it and you're locked in, this is what you're going to get. You're going to get a year of on-demand. And not only that, you get to try our 30 days of superfood, or better yet, you can try our Recover and Energize. I always promote Recover and Energize. Always, always, always. Because I feel like once that Energize touches your lips, that's residual. Nobody's giving up on Energize. Plus the Recover, I think, tastes better than the Shakeology. So I feel like we get to introduce these 2 products into it. So once I say that, and I say, even if it's in the interim, why not just do this? Let's get you set up. I'll pop you in my community. I'm so sorry this happened. Then when your gym opens, great. But what's going to happen is they're going to fall in love with being at home. Does that mean they'll never go to a spin class or the gym? No, it just means, shoot, you know what? I'm going to press play today. I'll hit the gym up tomorrow. It's going to be a part of what they do. I run. I have a Peloton. I have a rebounder. I have a treadmill. I really want a stair climber, really want one. I am all things. So when I post about running, I'm also posting about how I'm still pressing play on my 10 rounds on certain days, that it's not an all or nothing approach. And when you're talking to these people and you're like, but I feel funny telling them about the coach discount, saving them money, there's nothing out there. What's he barking at? That was weird. I know, nothing. There's nothing out there. Love you. So when I help somebody, so say I'm signing Christy up. She's like, all right, you know what? Just sign me up. Okay. You have Recover, Energize, or Shakeology. I don't even make it like it's not an option, because I feel like for $160, are you kidding me? And you get either 2 products or 1 product that's going to take away one of your meals while you're trying to run around with your kids and they're all home. You're welcome. Yes, you're welcome. You don't have to think about a meal. Like, that's what I did. This was my lunch at flipping 3 o'clock. But when I do that and I tell them, I'm like, okay, Christy, listen, don't worry. You don't have to coach anybody. It's just a way for you to get a discount, like at the grocery store, like a loyalty program. If you don't want to continue on the product, which you're going to want to because you're going to fall in love with it, because everybody does, here's what you do. We're just going to cancel you out. You still get the Beachbody On Demand for a full year, and you don't pay a monthly fee. So for me, it's my integrity. That means a lot to people because I'm not pushing them. I'm just telling them. And then what I say, this is a way to build your volume. And you're all very lucky now because we didn't have a lot of products when I started. It was like Shakeology. That was it. I mean, they had like that other pre-workout. I never tried it though. I don't know. So I like our products now. But I'll tell them, I'm like, listen, they're going to offer you, there's going to be all these special offers at the end. Take advantage of them because they're going to show Energize at like $39 or something. This is how I talk. It's a voice message. And it flows off my mouth very easily because I say it all the time. It's like riding a bike. How come you can get on a bike and just ride it? Every kid will say that because you've done it so many times. And when you've done it so many times, I don't care if you write it down in a notebook and you read it. Eventually, you're just going to say it. It's just going to flow out. So when you're checking out and you see these special offers, you're actually going to get an additional 25% off. So if you wanted to try, and what do I say? I talk about the products I love. The Beach Bars that are plant-based, the Recover that's plant-based, the Energize that's plant-based, even the Shakeology, or maybe you want to throw on another Energize. Instead of $38, you're going to get it for $29. Or maybe the collagen. Ask me any questions. People will take advantage of that offer because it's the cheapest they'll ever have it. So what does that do? It increases your volume and it will continuously build that residual income because when they fall in love with those products, they're going to want them again, which that's what's going to build that residual income. It's going to keep them active as a coach because how many times do we hear, well, she skipped her Shakeology. Well, why is she only on Shakeology? Like, let's be honest here. There's Beach Bars. Let's throw a 3-day refresh group together. Let's get that. Let's reach out to all of our inactive coaches. Hey, do you want to do a 3-day refresh? Because Lord knows if I go to the refrigerator one more time, I need to buckle this down. And 3-day refresh is what? Tomatoes, cucumbers. Like really, it's not a lot of food that you need all this in some fruit. That's a way to get people back into loving what they do, keeping them active, which then what does it do? It builds your team. It creates that momentum. You're teaching them. Also, reach out to your inactive coaches, grab them, see if they want to do this with us. Tell us about your favorite product. What's your favorite Beachbody product? All of that creates that kind of FOMO. Like, shoot, I haven't had the peanut butter bars in forever. I do like those. I need to order those. So that's what's going to create not only the stability, it's going to bring fun into your business. It's going to relieve a lot of pressure from you. And if you're like, God, these people won't bite, throw them an Amazon gift card. Tell them because of everything going on that you understand because you're empathetic to their, they're not bringing in an income. But I'm telling you, $160, I charged my first challenge pack. Did anybody else? I had to. Like, I charged it knowing I didn't have money. That's what I'm talking about. And then I signed my husband up and he was like, no. And I was like, oh yeah, I have to have a seat. I'm going to make this happen. And I did because I committed to it and there was no plan B. I didn't want plan B because I knew plan B meant I was away from my kids, working at a place I knew I could hate, when I knew I could do something. I knew I was built for more and that I just had to be disciplined enough and not motivated because nobody's motivated or inspired to do laundry, but we do it. We do eventually. So that whole, I wish I had your motivation to dive into this business. No, bull. What if this was it? What if for you to, well, now we can't make hair appointments, but I do this. When I want to make a hair appointment, I'm like, nope, I got to earn it in challenge pack sales before I book it. And my husband cracks up. He's like, honey, you can make the appointment. We're okay. I'm like, no, I know. It's a game I play with myself. That's the discipline that I needed to help my business grow. I talk too much.
No, it was so good. You don't even know how many points you hit on. There were so many.
Do you have any questions for me? I mean, if you want to open it up.
Yeah. Do you guys have any questions? Just to reiterate some of the things she said in case you guys missed it. She's not here to convince you. I will tell you that's the difference. A lot of you are going out there and trying to convince people. we don't have to convince people because we know there's so much value in this. They either see it or they don't. And if they don't, they can continue to follow us and maybe they'll see it eventually, but we're not trying to convince them that it's worth it for them. So I love that you said that. Be the coach that you want on your team. Like I did my vitals every single week. Every single week I do invites. It's been 9 years on April 1st. 9 years.
Oh my gosh, April 1st?
April 1st. And 9 years, and I've never missed a week of inviting. If I was on vacation, I invited more before I left for vacation. So even if I took the week off of inviting, I doubled up the week before I left.
Guys, I'm going to say from a coach looking at Christy, like this is me being honest, there are top coaches that don't invite. In fact, I was on a call with a top coach. Thank you. And she said, oh, I don't invite anymore. I just do ads. Christy she's in it with you. Like she's still inviting. Like that's got to mean something to you guys. Because so many times when these coaches become uber crazy in the trenches, that's the word. When they become uber successful, Christy could totally take a step back and really ride the curve. I mean, for real, guys. And to know that she's still inviting, like that's admirable because there are top coaches that don't invite. They do ads and they wait. So pay attention when she talks. Okay.
Thanks. It's not that I haven't done ads or I don't do it, but I make sure that I'm in the trenches so that I know what's going on. I know what's working. I know what's not. So yes to all that. Price point versus value point. That was a huge thing. You have to believe, I knew after week 2 listening to the National Coach Wake Up Call, if other people could earn 6 figures, I could do it too. Because literally they laid it out for us. Here's the tracker. Here's what you do every day. Enroll 3 to 5 people every single month. Do whatever it takes to enroll 3 to 5 people. And I literally, I would try things left and right that didn't work. But I wasn't upset that they didn't work. I didn't slow down. I just kept showing up and trying new things and getting excited about new things until I figured it out. But it comes back to that price point versus value point because I believed, what person wouldn't pay $160 to have the option to build a 6 or 7 figure income? It didn't occur to me that people couldn't see the value in that, at all. So I told somebody the other day, I'm like, you get a mentor that teaches you everything they've learned in this business. Number one, most mentors are going to charge you $20,000 a year for that. You get that for free if you show up and choose to use it, or you're $15.95 a month or whatever. But 2, most businesses are $500,000 to get started. Most businesses are
$500,000. The leggings. What is that? Somebody told me it was $8,000. I'm like, for leggings? Yeah. Shoot, I got to give them my Amazon link because mine are $29 and they're awesome.
But most businesses cost that. If you're starting all these little fitness studios nowadays that are franchises, that's what I'm looking at, franchises. And it's $500,000 to get started, but yet there's not really a lot of upside potential. And then you're stuck there every single day. This allows freedom, people to take care of their health. Everybody needs healthy. We know that. But you have to understand that value point, because when you understand it, you want to give it to everyone. When you know what a gift this is, you aren't oh, I don't want to offend them. I don't want to do this. I'm worried about what people think of me. You just go out there because you know that you have the best value to offer. A personal trainer, I don't know for your area, but a personal trainer for me is $100 an hour. They don't get 30 meals out of that. They don't get a coach out of that. And what are they doing the other 23 hours in a day when they're not with a personal trainer? Sarah was a personal trainer. She knows. Most of our clients were then not eating well the other 23 hours of the day. She said, take advantage of the special offers. I love how she worded that with such confidence. And that's something you guys are going to have to work on, is sharing with such confidence, but it comes when you believe in the value. And then the last,
it's like Christy with that. It's like Gap. When they show a belt with the dress you're purchasing, well, heck yeah, I want that. And knowing I get an additional discount off it, I can't tell you guys how many times when I've followed up, not to hijack you, people say thank you. Guys, follow up. You're not annoying unless they're no, don't talk to me again. Sometimes they read your message while they're getting out, because people are so stuck on their phones. Oh, I got an alert. What does it say? Now, I don't get any notifications because my mind would blow up with all the reminds I have from my 4 kids' schools. Like, what? But people read it and then they forget. It's not their top priority. However, it's yours. And I get that. So don't feel bad about saying, hey, I just wanted to follow up. I don't want to be a fly on the wall you want to swat. I reverse the blame. I just want to follow up with you. I know you had said you were interested in this. And what do I get? Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Yes, I do want to do this. Health and fitness is not people's top priority, unfortunately, but they really want to make a change. So give them some grace. Think how long it took you to sign up. Took me a year. So I give everybody a year. That's my motto. I give you a year. I will keep asking you because it took me a year, and I tell them that. And they're like, no, yeah, I really want to. I'm like, girl, it took me a year. So a year is your end date for me asking you, you know, and they appreciate it. Like, give people some grace of, you know, don't think you're in the wrong because you're following up.
So good. So good. Most people take follow-up, like, it's crazy. Become a follow-up master and you'll build a really, really big business. And then the last thing that I wrote down that she said that really stood out was, do you have any family and friends to do it with you? And it will offset your cost. So inviting your challengers right from the beginning, do you have any friends to do it with you? And it will offset your cost. So they're going to go out there and find people and realize they're not a coach inviting because they think they're doing it for you. And they do it without fear. And you all actually need to have that same mentality. Go out there, like, this is the workout program I'm starting, and I'm looking for 5 people to do this with me. Will you do this with me? If not, no worries, but I'm looking for 5 people that want to, like, get through this quarantine together and not put on the quarantine 15, guys. Like, true story. I'm doing a 3-day refresh today because I'm quarantine baking. I've been through cakes and brownies and cookies, and Paul had the cookies out right before this, and it's day 1 of the refresh. I'm like, darn you. Just eat 'em.
I gave up sweets for Lent, except when I was in Punta Cana. So I'm like, well, I'm supposed to be in Punta Cana because they have the best cookies at the Hard Rock. But I did not expect to give up all this for Lent. No, I did not. So yeah, I think this is a time to really just have fun, guys. Once you stop having fun, you're going to peace out. You're going to take a step back. That's a famous word. I need to take a step back. No, when you feel the need to take a step back, you got to lean in. That's the universe going, what are you going to do now? What are you going to do now? And it's waiting for you to respond. And when you lean in, when it's hard, I guarantee it's because you're going to have a coach that's going to want to take a step back. And you're going to be like, I was there. I know what it's like, but you have to push through this. Just like we push through our workout when it's hard, and we might be crying and we might be doing all the things, that's when you have to lean in the most and know that you are capable of success. No matter what limitations you put on yourself, everyone is capable. It's just what you decide. This is a treasure map. Beachbody goes, here, go find the treasure. I got mine.
Yeah, so good. Sharice asked, how do you get people to sign up their family? What's that step process look like? I don't know if this is her answer, but what I would do is just, once they're enrolled, complete the share cart for them. That's what I do personally. Be like, what's your login? And let me complete the share cart for your family.
I was going to say the same thing. That's actually how I get people. I don't want to overwhelm them. So if Jerry's like, okay, well, my friend wants to sign up, I don't know how to do that. I'm like, Jerry, do you trust me? Give me your login password. I'll send it to them. And they're like, oh, thank you so much. I mean, it's a freaking login and password for Beachbody. I mean, it's not a big deal, but it's more so, I just tell them. Now I have, my husband signed up. I have 6 siblings. None of them do it. It's the truth. They don't do it. But I have lots of friends that signed up that I said, listen, I need your help. I'm starting this business. You get it for a year. Would you be willing to do this? That's really what I do. Can you do this with me? I need this. What was I watching? Oh, who's seen Couples Retreat? Best movie ever. Okay. All right. Okay, cool. Okay. So, when Jason Bateman's up there and the other couples are like, no, I can't. I got this. And he's like, you got to do this for me and whatever her name is. Our marriage is falling apart. It's not about you. It's about us. Can you do this for us? And they all go. And I thought that I always grab Beachbody stuff from everything. But I thought that was great that you're saying, you know what, I'm starting this business and I want to do this and I'm in it for the long haul. Will you do this with me? It's just a placeholder. Even after 30 days, if they don't want to do it, you better show your business that you are serious by signing somebody else up, because people are going to quit. I'm sorry to inform you. Nobody told me this. People are going to quit. I've had diamonds walk away, star diamonds, and that can wreck you. Like, oh, my business is falling apart. No, it's not. Not if you keep building. You should always be building. You should always be having conversations. So when coaches are like, I have 3 conversations going, I'm like, great, that should always be happening. You're not getting a gold star from me. Like, that's how it should be. You should always have conversations going. The same way you should always have groceries in your house. Nobody goes, oh, I'm grocery shopping today. Are you proud of me? No, you should go. You should have food in your house that you should be able to eat that is healthy. Congratulations. No, that's how you have to look at your business.
Another question, as a mom of 4, she has 6, what's your best advice for moms who want to build a huge business, right? A huge business, and she's always taking on more, by the way, build a huge business without sacrificing their needs and without making your hubby resentful?
Well, I think the best thing you could do is share it with your kids and your husband. Right now, they're home. And I said, guys, I have a call at 2 and I have a call at 3. This is what takes you on these trips. This is what provides voice lessons. This is what provides it. You guys don't chase balance. Have you ever seen a teeter-totter balance the whole time? It's no fun, right? This is what's going to happen. Your family's going to not be a top priority right away. Then your business won't be a top priority. You have to balance it out. You can't have a perfectly balanced house and a perfectly, like, should I feel guilty that I'm on a call right now? Hell no. I have 1 son, 3 girls, and I want to show them what I've built by being here. So I will never apologize. Hi, babe, my husband's home. Yay. All is right in the world. My husband is home. They were just asking about you not being resentful. So I will tell him my goal. Oh, sorry. Hi. I will tell him my goals and what I'm going after. And it might take a little bit more time from this. Can you do Tubbies? I have to get on this. If you share it with them, but you also share what you're doing as far as I signed 3 people up today, or, I'm building this business. Get them involved. I didn't at first. And I remember in our old house, I had a straight line from like my little, like where I was working to my husband. I remember going, you just hit emerald. And he's like, awesome. What does that mean? Like, he had no idea about the business. So get them involved as much as possible. When I started this business, my baby was 18 months old. I was still nursing. I remember somebody's like, you're working while you nurse? Well, what the hell else am I going to do? Watch Sex and the City? Because that's what I was doing. It's not like they're watching me while they don't know I'm on my phone and making connections. Like, what? It's if you put those limitations on yourself, you're going to have it. But if you tell my kids ask all the time, did you pop a new diamond lately, Mom? I'm like, no, let's just stop asking that question. I'll let you know. Okay. Don't put the pressure on me right now. But I'm always saying I connected with this girl and, she's fighting to, whatever it is, or I get them involved in the business as much as they can possibly comprehend. So they've only known this business that Mommy has team calls. Good luck on your team call, Mom. Thanks. It's a respect thing too. I come to your games or your voice lessons, and then I go, and then you're supporting me. And I think that that's so important, that it's not that the guilt's got to go away, because I'm not just a mom. I'm not just a wife. I wanted something for myself. And I remember when I did this business and I started, my mom would say to me, because she was a stay-at-home mom, it was pretty much a June Cleaver. She didn't put gas in her car. And she's like, oh, I was just always happy being home. And I was like, I'm not. I need something. I need more. I know I'm built for more, and I'm not going to apologize for that.
You just made me laugh because I don't put gas in my car.
I still don't. I go to the attendant.
We don't have that here. But Paul,
no. That and the garbage can.
I'll do it though. Thank you so much, Sarah. I think we have questions. Wasn't that incredible? Did you guys write down lots of notes? Because I saw as I was going through things, people were writing notes, which means you guys missed some of them. And I probably missed what you guys took on, which is why I'm going to say it again, socializing or learning is so important. Like, it is so important that when you learn something in this business, you add value to the team. You go into Ignite and you say, this is what I learned from the call, or this is what I'm doing in my business. Even if nobody likes or comments, the more you do that, the more you add value to others, the more the universe gives you back. And that's something.
And everyone should be taking a picture right now and sharing the community. I'm just saying, I have to tell my team every week, get out your phones, take a picture, share the community, because people are like, what is that? That's so cool. And now everyone is using Zoom for everything.
Yeah, right. Good thing we can still use it. It's still working.
I know, right?
But that's why I say socializing learning, because there are things that you guys picked up when she was talking that I missed because I was writing something down. And so as we share those takeaways, we all learn faster and we grow faster together, which is so incredible. Okay, so back to, we're talking reverse engineering. If you are a brand new coach and you have no coaches on your team, Diamond's super simple. In 3 months, 4 coaches a month. It's taking that business tracker, it's going through and doing those activities every single day. And what I'm going to be doing for this group is we have our group message pod. Every Thursday, I will put a post up in Ignite, and you will comment with your business trackers. You will comment with your business trackers. You want there to be a minimum of 35 invites. If you have bigger goals, maybe more, but a minimum of 35 invites. If we get to the end of a month and we look at your trackers and you're doing 35 invites a week and you've enrolled 2 coaches, the best part about reverse engineering and tracking it is that now you know, if I invited 35 a week for an entire month and I enrolled 2 coaches, now I know I need to invite 70 a week every week for the next month to enroll 4 coaches. Does that make sense mathematically? If you aren't good with numbers, it's okay. You can tell me that it doesn't make sense and I can reply. 35 a week, so that'd be 5 a day. Okay, yeah. That's the minimum. That's just the minimum on your business tracker. And so you're going to turn in your trackers on Thursday. And there was someone, and I think she might not have come to this, I think it might have been Morgan. Was Morgan or someone else that said when we did our action boot camp in February and she had to turn in her tracker, she started sharing it with her team and her team started using the tracker. And that is where I think sometimes we can't overcomplicate this business. You don't have to be fancy like Sarah was saying. I was never fancy. I got to 6 figures not being fancy. I'm still not fancy. I just post what I'm doing. I post when I do a training for you guys. I post when we're doing a team Zoom or a Q&A. I post about those things. I post about what it means when someone joins my team. When I was a new coach and I wasn't leading a team of thousands, every single person that I saw enroll on my team, coach or customer, got a shout out publicly. It was social proof that people were enrolling with me. So when you look at that tracker, that's one of the things you're supposed to do every day is recognize someone. You're supposed to recognize someone, recognize a coach on your team, a customer, or a new one. So I was always doing that, whether it was in the team page or publicly on social media. Now that we have stories, it's really easy to recognize people in stories. If you start recognizing people in stories, you'll have more enrollments because it's social proof that you're not just the only one doing this. There's a team of people that are doing this. So your trackers are due on Thursday. I'll put that post up in Ignite. You'll comment with your tracker. And every Monday we'll come back and we'll have another Zoom on how you did for the week. If you invited 35 and you enrolled a new coach, great. If you invited 70 and you enrolled a new coach, great. She gave you a really simple script. If you want to re-listen to the recording, it was that part that I said, do you have any friends or family that want to do it with you, and it'll offset your costs, right? She said that. But what I took from that was, oh, well, why wouldn't you guys be out there going like, guys, I'm starting this. I know so many people right now are struggling to find a new workout routine from home. Our lives have changed. And I want to there's a Barbie post going around that shows the quarantine 15. Has anybody seen that? It has like Barbie standing in front of a refrigerator. And yes, the quarantine 15. I'm like, I'm not gaining the quarantine 15. It's not happening. We're getting fit. I don't know if we're going to be quarantined for 4 weeks or 8 weeks or 12 weeks, shelter in place, whatever it may be. But like, that's not going to be me. Who wants to join me? Like, go invite people with that much excitement. When I did Ironman, I was so excited. I told everyone to come to my house at a certain time. We're all going to sign up. We're all going to spend $700 to sign up for this Ironman, to work out 20 hours a week, to train for 6 months long to do this Ironman. 2.4 miles swim, 112-mile bike, 26.2-mile run. I was asking people for 20 hours a week of their time and $700 to invest to get started. I didn't earn a dime. And I went to every single person, you should do it with us. Come on, you know you want to. And I kept following up with them. No tracking system, but I kept following up with them. And the day that the Ironman came out where you could enroll, we had, when I looked around, I think it was like 10 plus people in my house. That's $7,000. I didn't earn a dime. I didn't earn a dime. Because you guys are earning income, you all of a sudden get weird. Don't be weird. Who cares? You should earn an income. You're getting them started with fitness. You're not earning millions. You'll earn millions if you impact a lot of lives and if you get them to get results and then want to refer people to you or impact a lot of lives. Does that make sense? So don't get weird about it. Just go out there and be like, hey, this is the program I'm doing. I'm committed to it. It's what people are looking for right now, and you have the solution and you have the answer. So as you go out there and put that out there, I know that every single one of you can sign up 5 coaches this month, because there are 5 people that want to start a fitness program this month. There are 5 people that are like, yes, let's do this together and get on Zoom and check in with each other and get results and like get through this weird time together. And then when they say yes and they want to join you, then you say, do you have any friends and family that will want to do it with you? Because then you can offset your cost. Maybe you earn a little bit of extra income. 5 coaches, 4 coaches, whatever that is. Do you guys think you can do that? Do you think I broke it down simple enough that every single one of you can go find 5 people if you do those vital behaviors? Okay. You feeling good about it? You guys, like, look at us right now. So there are 22 of us still on right now. 22 times 5. I know I said 4, but we're just going to round it up because it's 5 is easier. So 22 times 5, whoops, I have my calculator right here. My brain, I'm having like major brain fog. That's 110 people. We don't even have everyone on this that said they want to go diamond. 110 people in 30 days, lives are changed because we go out there and show up and find them no matter what. Are you guys in for that? Yeah? Like, I know we can do that because I just made it real, real simple. Okay, so Thursday, your trackers are due. You'll comment with your tracker in Ignite. Next Monday, same time, we're going to have another check-in. The one thing I want to know from your check-ins, how many people you invited, how many people you enrolled. That's it. How many people you invited, how many people you enrolled. Because the tracker has everything else. You should be posting about your workouts. You should be posting about, you know, what you're doing to stay fit during the quarantine. You should be doing those personal invites, which I just shared exactly how you can go out there and do them. Does any of this seem overwhelming? Because I don't want to be overwhelming, because Diamond doesn't need to be overwhelming. Does anyone have questions? Yes.
I have kind of a question. I feel like I screwed up this month, because I've been focusing more on sorry, my thing's really dark, but it's okay because I'm in a robe. But I've been focusing more on the freaking 14-day free trial, and Sarah was saying to not do that, which I totally get what she was saying, but now I just feel like I kind of screwed myself over.
You didn't screw yourself. No, you didn't screw yourself over. I love that you brought that up. And Amanda, I just love you because you always are so authentic and just like, oh, this is on my mind, and you get it off and you lean in. And so I love that. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So you did not screw up. You didn't screw up. You might have enrolled some people on the 14-day free trial. Awesome. They're trying the workouts right now, hopefully, or they're not. Go and invite all of them. Say, hey guys, I know you just got that 14-day free trial, but I'm going all in, like no quarantine 15 here for me. I'm starting on this day, or, you know, you don't have to restart if you don't want to, but we're doing this program. And right now there's a promotion on the pack that gets you my superfood shake. You don't have to go to the grocery store to get it. It'll be delivered right to your door. You'll have a meal every day. Don't worry, you don't have to go to the grocery store. It'll be delivered right there to you, right? Like, say that. I don't care. Like, whatever you think, whatever comes to mind, right? And we're going to do the same program together every day, and you'll actually have access to the program for an entire year. So when we can get back to the gym, if you do want to go to the gym, you can still do them at the gym. So now you're planting that seed. And if not, that's okay. But you'll have access for a year because we don't know how long this quarantine is going to last. But I don't know about you. I want my booty looking better with all this extra time. I mean, you would totally say something like that, right? And so you just reinvite those people that are on the trial. And then now you're talking in your stories and on your social media about, I have this upcoming boot camp. I know so many people are feeling out of sorts and really need like goals and progress and a routine, and I want to do this together. So you can start sharing that each day. So now instead of sharing about the trial in your stories and on your Facebook, you're sharing about the boot camp that you have coming up. Is that helpful? Great question, because I'm sure some of you had that question. Any other questions? We've all made social distancing a career. How great is that? Oh my gosh, I love you. So awesome. You guys, it's so funny that you say that because Paul and I said like our lives haven't changed that much, except that we do spend a lot of time with our family and our friends. Like if I'm not on my computer and on social media, like building my business, I'm usually hanging out with my family and friends. And so that's been a little bit different. But it is pretty great because I know it makes it a little less tough going through this for sure. Awesome. Okay, so next week, same time, I'm going to try to get other speakers. So the other thing is in the message thread, I'm going to, wait, actually, just a couple more minutes. The one thing I really want to ask of all of you is, as far as developing yourself into diamond or double diamond or building a spouse's business under to diamond, is it is really up to us to bring the positive energy. And you bring that positive energy and you'll attract people to your business. Like you'll be out there doing the invites, but people will want to join you because right now they need a leader. They need somebody that shows up with authenticity, but shows up with energy, positive energy, because they're feeling really crappy right now with what's going on, and rightfully so. But we talked about this on the Diamond Leader Zoom today. This isn't the first crisis that we've ever seen, and it won't be the last. And the difference, I wrote this all down so that I could remember it because it was so good. Hold on, I have lots of notes. The difference between good leaders and bad leaders. Good leaders show up in a crisis. Bad leaders, crisis shows them up. And so I want to commend you all, pat yourself on the back because you guys are good leaders. You're showing up among the crisis to do something about it, to bring positive energy, to bring health to other people. Like, you're a good leader. You are a diamond, star diamond, superstar diamond leader. Like, now it's just doing the work consistently and doing it during difficult times and realizing that people are going to quit. People are going to give up on themselves, but we don't give up on ourselves, right? So the one thing I want to ask you guys through these next few months is, because you guys are stepping up, you are leaders, is to bring that energy to your social media feed, bring that energy to the team page. You know, there are people that go in there every day and they need that. So if you enroll someone, you go in there and shout it out. It doesn't have to be fancy. Just be like, I'm so excited this person joined my team. Or you send out 10 invites for the day and you're proud of yourself. You go shout that out because that energy is contagious. And when you go in there and like, I just did 10 invites. I was so terrified and I did them all and I'm so excited. Someone else is going to be like, okay, if she can do it, I can do it. So together we can rise. Does that make sense? but it really is, it's not just like Ignite Your Life is there for all of us. Go in there and use that, and together we'll bring that positive energy, because we can't be positive all the time. We can generate that energy, but sometimes it's hard. You know, we're working from home and we have bad days too, but when you're having a bad day, someone else on the team is having a good one. And so if we can spread more of that, then we can lift everyone up. We can lift each other up. Are you guys in for that challenge? Okay. Awesome. Well, I will see you guys next week at 12 p.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Mountain, 2 p.m. Central, 3 p.m. Eastern. And I will go through and look at each of your business trackers on Thursday. I will. And if you post them and they are incomplete, if you guys are okay with that, I will be messaging you. And not like we're going to have a quick chat. I'm just going to be like, hey, this area needs room for improvement. What's your plan for this week? That's it. What's your plan for this week? Tough love all day. And if you are doing those activities, share with us what works, what went well. Even if something didn't go well, I've been doing all the invites and getting no results. But I know that happens for me. Like, I can do all the work for weeks and weeks and weeks. And Gail knows this. She was doing all the work for weeks and weeks and had no enrollments. And then all of a sudden, everyone enrolled with her. And it really pays to be consistent and to keep that positive energy. So I'll leave you guys with that. I will look at your trackers on Thursday, and then I will see you next Monday at 12 p.m. Pacific time. I am proud of you guys for leading the way. Thank you guys. Have a good week.